on the dot on this Monday, brand new week. Thank you so much for starting with us right here on the PIX11 Morning News. I'm Vanessa Freeman.
And I'm Craig Treadway. Let's get this morning started with a look at your weather and your traffic. Alexa Farrell standing by with more on this start to the week commute.
Yes. Meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden has our forecast. Good morning. What a beautiful weekend we had.
Tell me about it.
Top tier.
Speak for yourself.
It was gorgeous. I mean, we were in the 80s over the weekend, which is kind of what we were forecasting, and it even got a little bit warmer than we expected. But hey, we will take it. Taking a look now, satellite radar, we're still dealing with some mild temperatures. It will be a bit cooler today, though, because of where that high is positioned. We'll have a little bit more of a sea breeze. Winds will be out of sort of like the east-southeast, and that's going to bring in cooler air, so it's more of a marine influence. But that warm front that you just saw is on the way, and that's really going to heat things up for tomorrow. We'll be back to where we were on Saturday, believe it or not. So right now, temperatures are in the upper 40s, just north of the city, low 50s here in Manhattan, and then much chillier conditions. So I would say, you definitely want to bring the jacket. That's certainly a good idea. Winds are pretty light. I know we got off of a breezy finish to the weekend. Finally, things are starting to settle down a bit. Satellite and radar, you just saw it's dry. Look at our day planner. We are going to be well into the 50s, but topping out at around 60 degrees, a little bit cooler, but we will take it. We'll send it over to Alexa Farrell. She's got to look at your traffic.
The PIX11 Traffic Report, presented by Ford.
Good morning, it's 4:02 and we're taking a live look here at Grand Central Parkway this morning. Things nice and quiet over by LaGuardia as we get this week started. Over here, we do have some of that overnight planned track work on your subways. That's on your 1, 2, AE, D, G, J, N, Q, R, and shuttle trains. That's where we're seeing that at this hour, so just budget for some extra time over there. Alternate side parking rules are in effect today, so you do need to move the car. Craig and Vanessa, we'll send it back to you now.
And developing right now in the Bronx, residents and firefighters recovering from injuries after a raging fire sweeps through the top of their building on Easter Sunday.
Dozens of families forced to flee for their lives. They now find themselves displaced from their home.
All right, at 4:10, time for a quick look at our weather with meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden.
Yes, it's another great day on tap on the heels of a pretty nice weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed and had a nice time off. Some kids are heading back to school for sure. Some are off, but either way, it's going to be a great day. 52 degrees, humidity at 34%. Winds are pretty light. So let's take a look at our air quality. Pretty nice, 33. That's considered good. And by this afternoon, still in the good zone. We're going to switch this. This is not moderate. It is 48, and 48 is good. Anything 50 below, we should be okay. Pollen count is on the higher side, though. So if you do suffer from allergies, just keep that in mind. UV index at 5, so not too bad. It's considered moderate, so of course you'll need the sunscreen if you're going to be taking some time and spending some time outdoors. 3-day forecast looking great. Big warm up in store tomorrow. There could be some AM showers. We're going to talk about that. But then a nice dry stretch. We'll send it over to Alexa Farrell with traffic.
All right, Stacy-Ann, thank you.
It was a historic event, the first funeral for a Pope Emeritus in modern times.
Inside the Sistine Chapel and vote on candidates until a new pope. Now that person then chooses a name. That's right. We're still getting information coming in. So, of course, we will brief you as we get it. For now, it is time for another look at our weather and traffic on this somber day, of course. Alexa Farrell checking on the roads for us in just a moment.
Yeah, meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden has our Easter Monday forecast.
Yes, and, just after Easter, by the way, which is just adds to the magnitude of this. But switching gears to weather, as you can see, we got some sun. We have clear sky to start. A cool one, a little bit chilly in some locations further inland. You'll notice it a little bit more of a chill versus around the city. Summer warmth, we got a good shot tomorrow where we stand to rise to close to 80 degrees. Certainly there will be some 80-degree readings and some upper 70-degree readings as well for tomorrow. Here's a look at where we stand right now, 40s and and 50s across the board. 36, though, a little bit chilly, as we talked about. Montgomery, 47 in Farmingdale, 52 New York City. We're in the upper 60s, or rather upper 50s, low 60s, I should say. 60 in New York City. This is for your afternoon, so much cooler conditions, as we mentioned. There will be more of a sea breeze happening, and with that sea breeze, it's going to help to cool things off a little bit, so some temperatures will be struggling to reach that 60-degree mark. Overnight, though, we'll stay in the 50-degree range, and let me tell you, there are some showers that'll develop, it looks like, well after sunset, and will continue on into the early morning hours before tapering off. Not a complete washout. Most of us will remain dry, of course. It's like while we sleep kind of thing, and then we should be cleared out of the way by early, let's say around 5 o'clock or so. But let's get you a look outside on this Monday morning with a check of your weather and traffic.
Yep, Alexa Farrell has got the roads and the rails for us this morning. But first, let's head over to meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden.
All right, guys. Well, it's definitely a cooler start, but still nice and comfortable. This is like comfortable sleeping weather. Now, as far as rain goes, we're going to start off dry, but there are some showers in store, which we'll talk about a quarter of an inch below average for the month of April so far. Let's take a look now at where we stand as far as the monthly average. Just a little bit off, not by much, a slight deficit there. And a look at our satellite and radar. Winds out of the east, southeast later on to this afternoon, and that's really going to set the stage for these cooler temperatures. Around that high comes cooler air. This warm front, though, as it advances, it will eventually put us in that warm sector, and it could spark some showers along with that. Afternoon highs will be in the upper 50s, around 60. Some areas will get a little bit beyond that 60-degree mark, especially if you're in New Jersey. I'd say further inland, temperatures will be a little bit milder than near the coast. So it's something that we're going to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if there will be a lot more low 60s, especially north and west of the city. Overnight temperatures in the 50s, rain developing, but keep in mind, because of the added cloud cover, it will overall keep things cool. Here's that warm front that we talked about. Chance of a late night shower, and mainly it'll be tonight into tomorrow. The game again should be fine. If we need to tweak the timing on that, we will. But Wednesday, dry. Thursday, dry. Another pleasant day. And then as we head into late Friday into Saturday, we run the risk of some more showers and storms along with that. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So take cooler but mild thereafter, and a chance for more showers and storms later in the week. We'll send it over to you, Alexa.
All right, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. Taking a look here this morning.
I know, right?
Come on.
Oh, come on.
We can get this together.
So it'll be clueless like X amount of years later.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Because they did do a spin-off. You know, they had the series after the movie came out, which was all right.
Yeah.
But I love this idea.
And this is the perfect weather to roll with the homies.
Rolling with the homies. That's so fetch. Is that fetch from Mean Girls? Okay.
That's me. Yeah.
As if. Okay, here's what's happening. 60 degrees. I'm getting my movies mixed up. 49, as you can see behind me. Oh my goodness, that's sunrise. It's about to. And it's going to be a nice one, a nice day on tap. Clear sky to start, and of course we have increasing clouds later on. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. It really does depend on where you are. So if you're in Staten Island, no biggie, no problem. Winds are pretty light, and eventually those winds out of the southeast later on today. Temperatures rising into the upper 50s, low 60s. You do need the light jacket, and then if you're headed to the game, you do need the cover up. Temperatures will be in the 50s. It's the Mets and the Phillies, and increasing clouds eventually giving way to showers, but I think those showers should hold off until the overnight. Speaking of the overnight, we'll be in the 50s. Nice, comfortable, and then temperatures soaring thereafter. 70s and some 80s mixed in. We'll send it over to Alexa now.
All right, baseball season weather.
East, southeasterly flow in for the overnight. Rain developing. It looks like it's after sunset. If you're headed to the game, no problems there. Any evening activities, just be aware. You may want to bring that umbrella just in case, because you may be heading back a little later, so you may run into those showers. Wider view of things, high pressure is in control. There is that warm front we're waiting on, and that's going to help not just trigger showers, but give early Saturday. There is a chance for some more rain. rain and even some thunderstorms embedded in this next system. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast, and there you go, the weekend, but not a weekend washout as it stands right now. Of course, we'll have another update coming up in a few minutes. Sending it over to you, Alexa.
All right, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. Taking a live.
Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden with a look at your weather commuter report, and we're off to a great start. No umbrellas bridge. Later on, we got some showers. We'll talk about the timing and all of that. For now, we'll send things back over to you guys.
All right, ready to start the work week and back to school for many folks. Thank you so much, Stacy-Ann. 6:28 here, and we will have the latest.
Ready, so a beautiful sunrise behind me. It's that kind of day where you step outside, it's nice and cool. It seems unanimous, almost anyway. Kew Gardens a bit cooler, but everywhere else in Queens, we're at around the 50-degree mark. Definitely have the jacket. You'll need it throughout the afternoon. Something light is okay. Won't need the rain gear for the time being. It stays nice and dry, but increasing clouds. Just figure you have the cloud cover, plus you have the winds out of the winds are also picking up, so it does give us a nice little breeze on top of that. Baseball forecast, everything looking okay for the game tonight. Despite the chance for rain, it looks like it will be after about the 9 o'clock hour or so. But in the meantime, just grab a jacket, make sure you have something to keep you nice and snuggled up, and you should be good to go. Overnight, those showers developing, so it's going to be a wet finish to the day, a wet start for your Tuesday, but that's where we're going to leave it as far as where we stand. Rain will also be picking up. It'll be quite gusty for your Saturday. Here's a look at your 7th Friday, and then we're tracking storms. We'll let you know if any severe weather outbreaks in store. But for now, just plan on a very nice day tomorrow. Alexa.
All right, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. Taking a look here at your new